Hey everyone, it is Nina, and I am back here to talk to you about such a fun topic, and that is gut dysbiosis. Doesn't that sound like a lot of fun, talking about your gut? Like I said earlier, your gut is your second brain, and it's also the seat of your immune system. So this is a critical player in your health. Your gut carries about 3 to 5 pounds of bacteria if you have healthy microflora in your gut. Microflora are just all the bacteria, viruses, fungi, and everything that are residing in your gut. You have 3 to 5 pounds of them normally in your gut. And it's astounding when you think of how many that would add up to, because 580,000 bacteria sit on the top of a head of a pin. So that's a lot of bacteria in your gut. And you can have up to 20 pounds if you have gut dysbiosis. If the bad guys are kind of winning over the good guys, you will always have bad bacteria in your gut. But there is a certain balance that our bodies need. And when the bad bacteria outnumber the good bacteria, then they don't communicate very well. If you remember in the video before, not the previous one, but on the immune system, we talked about how the gut bacteria, remember Robin calling Batman? The gut bacteria talk to our immune system, and they talk to our brain through our neurons. So we need to have the right amount of gut bacteria, good gut bacteria in our guts in order for the right things to happen and our immune systems to function appropriately and our brains to function appropriately, because that gut bacteria is so important. So this is just a nice little diagram, and I'll go over what all of this means. This right here is where your gut is at, where the food is traveling. And so you can have toxins and other bacteria that are going through your gut. This is the lining of cells that line your gut, that put a barrier between your gut and your bloodstream, because you want nutrients to go from your gut and into your bloodstream so that they can go to your cells where it will be used. But you don't want other things that don't belong in your bloodstream to get in there, like larger food particles, larger protein molecules that don't belong in your bloodstream, that were never broken down enough to go into your bloodstream. So you can see on the left here, you have healthy cells lining your gut. They're nice, they're pink, they are connected to each other very tightly. Those are called tight junctions. And then when toxins and other things start to, or overabundance of bad bacteria occur in our gut, our cells start to get inflamed. That inflammatory response gets triggered because we want to heal those cells because they're exposed to toxins or bad bacteria. But that inflammation doesn't go away because the toxins are continually re-exposing it. And our cells are continually re-exposed to either the toxins or the food particles that are bothering us, or pathogenic bad bacteria. And what happens is, as those cells start to get inflamed, these tight junctions start to open up. And so larger particles start to get into the bloodstream. And that can be where food allergies come in, because larger protein molecules that shouldn't go into the bloodstream get brought into the bloodstream. Bacteria and other toxins then get into our bloodstream also. And then you've got this ugly immune response that starts to happen. And when our cells are inflamed, we're not going to absorb our nutrients properly. We might start to get autoimmunity because our immune system is not functioning right, because the gut bacteria and the immune system aren't talking well. Might be food intolerance. And some of these things can start to, when they get in the bloodstream, they can breach the blood-brain barrier and get into your brain. And then you get systemic inflammation. And so you can get problems in any and all organ systems of your body. And that's not good. We'll end with 7 signs that your gut bacteria is out of balance. And the first one is digestive issues. Obviously, it seems like a no-brainer to think of that, but it could be heartburn, it could be belching, bloating, gas, irregular bowel habits, cramping, other things like that. Mental issues. Our gut is our second brain. We could have a diagnosed disease like schizophrenia or manic depressive disorder, or we could just have anxiety or depression or this low-level sadness. So there can be a lot, brain fog, there can be a lot of mental issues, and that can be a sign that your gut bacteria is out of balance. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies can show that your gut bacteria are out of balance, because our good gut bacteria are needed to synthesize certain vitamins and minerals in our gut that get into our bloodstream. So if the good bacteria aren't there to synthesize and create those vitamins, we're going to be deficient in them. Overuse of antibiotics is another key factor in saying that your gut is out of balance, because they kill not just the bad guys, they kill the good guys also. So that's why it's important to recolonize your gut when you have antibiotics. Taking probiotics is critically important. When you've had 2 courses of antibiotics over a period of 12 months, the following 12 months, you have a 50% increase in chance of depression and anxiety. Chronic unmanaged stress can be a sign that your gut bacteria is out of balance. As I said earlier, sorry about that, people, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Is the gut bacteria and the subsequent inflammation, or the gut dysbiosis and the subsequent inflammation, causing stress in your body, was your stress causing that inflammation? So if you're not managing stress well, you might, and very well may indeed, have an imbalance of good versus bad bacteria in your gut. Skin problems are another sign that your gut bacteria is out of balance. Acne, eczema, psoriasis, rashes, all of those things can indicate that your gut's out of balance. Your gut is a major organ of elimination, and if you're not eliminating properly, you might be eliminating things through your skin. A full-blown autoimmune disease is a sure sign that your gut bacteria is out of balance. And so that working of the immune system is out of whack. And so it's very important to keep that gut bacteria in proper balance. And I haven't really mentioned it before, but I do have an awesome coaching program that, if you guys want to check it out at the end of this series, I'd love for you guys to do that. It's bit.ly/D, capital E, capital T, capital O, capital X, 2022. So you can check that out, and I can help you to get your gut bacteria back into balance and help you to get back on track with your life. So check that out, and I will see you guys in the next video.